Hey Vishnukant, how are you?
Doing good, sir. How about you?
Yes, all right. Yeah, I'm also good. Thank you for asking again. And Vishnukant, can I get a small introduction of yours?
Sure, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for this opportunity to present myself. I'm K. Vishnukant, originating from Tamil Nadu. I'm currently engaged in pursuing a bachelor's degree in data science and analytics at Sri Saraswati Tyagaraja College, Pollachi. I bring with me 1 month of hands-on experience from my tenure as a data analyst intern at Bonfring Solution. During my college tenure, I notably engaged in various projects, developing over
Mhm.
30 plus dashboards in Power BI, and
Mhm.
additionally contributing to some projects leveraging Python. These these projects further enriched to bolster my skills in data analytics and visualization. Hailing from a nuclear family, my interest spans reading psychological books. I'm 20 years of age, characterized with diligence and self-motivation. I pride myself on possessing effective communication skill. My immediate objective entails securing a better position within a reputable firm with long-term aspirations of getting to a significant role within that organization. That's it about myself, sir.
All right, all right. So, talking about your strength and weaknesses, as you
Yes.
mentioned. Okay, what are your strength and weaknesses?
So talking about my strengths, I'm a self-motivated and I'm a learner. I learn something from my mistakes. Whenever I found some mistakes, I strongly believe that I do learn from mistakes. If somebody says that you need to improve that part, I really appreciate that and I will work on it and I will develop myself. My weakness include sometimes I'll be feel exhausted because of hard work. If I can't get the expected result, I'll be feel somewhat exhausted and I can't work for the next days.
So, how do you overcome with that, Vishnukant?
So simple. Next day I will see some motivational videos and which will help me to improve myself because I can't stick with that. So that I learn it's a lesson. I will learn from that. So I will consider that as a lesson and I will self motivate myself and I will work on it.
Well, superb. So, Vishnukant, as I can see your resume, all right,
Yes,
you are having a good experience on Power BI, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, you are learning Power BI, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm in a
Uh,
learning phase right now.
right. So, Vishnukant, how would you rate yourself on a scale of 10?
Sir, I would rate 6.5, exactly 6.5
6.
because right now I'm in my learning phase. Sure, I will improve myself in future.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yes.
fine. So, let's have some couple of questions from Power BI again.
Sure,
All right.
sir.
Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
All right, done. So, Vishnukant, my first questions goes like, what do you understand by Power BI and how it is different from Advanced Excel?
Yes, sir. And to me, Power BI is a business intelligence tools developed by Microsoft. Using Power BI, we can create interactive visuals. But when it comes to Excel, even we can create visualization using Excel too. But the advanced version of Excel is Power BI. Using Power BI, we can create multiple charts, which easy for us. We can connect with the sources, 250 different sources, and we can connect with SQL Server. But in SQL, it's not easy to do these things. And we can load as much data as we can, not as much as there is some limitation. But comparing to Excel, Power BI is better than Excel.
All right. So, how do you import your data into Power BI? What are the steps to do that?
First step, I'll come from the starting process, sir. First, I will open Power BI, the sub version which I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I can see the 4 tabs, which is import from Excel, the data source, and the sample data. It's import the version which is present inside the Power BI. I do use most probably right now I'm using the data set in CSV format. I do click on that on the top ribbon. I could find the add data. In that, using that add data option, I will import it and it will direct me to the destination. From that, I will import my data set, whether it's Excel, CSV. When it comes to server, I can find the ribbon, which is SQL Server. If I click on it, I will type the server name. After that, the credential which I need to give. This is how I will import the data set.
All right. So, Vishnu, explain me the concept, of relationship in Power BI.
I do use relationship when it comes to modeling, sir. I
Oh,
can see one to one, one to many, many to many. and one-to-one relationship. It depends while we are working with various various data sources and the tables. I do use relationship because it's necessary to use, because it should affect, if we are working on some project, it should affect the every table. If the both the tables are not interconnected, we can't
Mhm.
work, it will show some error. So to overcome that, we do use relationship. The most probably I do use primary key and the foreign key, which plays a vital role when it comes to relationships.
All right. So, in that case, you said that you have worked with various datas, correct?
Yes, various data.
All right. So, Vishnu, tell me, what are the challenges you face in your day-to-day activities?
Yes, sir. When it comes to challenges, Power BI, sir, there's a limitation. As I'm using the community version, I
Mm-hmm.
can't upload the file more than the size of 1 GB. This is the first limitation, difficulty task which I'm facing right now. In my recent project, I do face this issue. And the next difficulty is most probably the data sets are unclean. The cleaning process, because if I do remove, there is a remove option. If I filter based on the null values and the blank spaces, I don't know how it will be the accuracy when it comes to the analyzing part. But I remove and I use some techniques to do that. This is where I found difficulties, sir. And more than this, coming to data types, when working with date, specifically in Power Query Editor, when I'm working with date, some parts it has various formats like 14, like American Standard, and in something it will be in words.
Okay.
During that time in Power Query, I don't know which to give. Whether if I give as a date format, is the data type as date, it shows an error because it contains 14 June as well as September. It's a
Right.
text and the numerical format. These are all the difficulties I faced while importing and working with data, sir.
All right. So, Vishnu, how do you overcome that? I mean, see, if the file size is more than 1 GB, okay,
Mm.
the recent project you are working with, so
Yes,
how
sir.
do you overcome with that thing? Is there any
Sir,
loopholes or something like, or the
sir,
alternative ways? Yeah.
the alternative things I just splitted. I splitted the tables. If it contains more data, I just splitted and compressed. Instead
Mhm.
of uploading it as a one data file, I splitted into two files so that it easy. And using the relationship model, I linked them and use like this.
Okay, okay.
And I use like that. Using the relationship, I linked both the tables and I started using like that.
Okay, okay, okay. So, Vishnu, have you come across some limitations of the direct query mode?
Limitations of direct query mode, as I said that it's a limitations because when I'm using the format of 14 and with a
Hmm.
technical, not a technical, alphabetic term jan, this is
Correct.
a limitation in Power Query, sir, because I don't know what to use, whether it come under date part or it will come under the text data type. This is the limitation which I, and in the profiling I found when it comes to profiling it works better, sir, because which makes easy for me as I can easily find the null values, string values using this data profiling, which is present in the Power Query editor.
All right, all right, all right. Super. So, yeah, can you tell me the difference between, the star and the snowflake schema?
Star and the snowflake schemas, sir. When it comes to these both are schemas, whenever the schemas is a skeletal structure of a
Hmm.
data schema. As I know, it's all come under snowflake is another part. I can't recall it, sir. Sorry,
Okay, okay, no
but
worries.
I know that schema. It's while working, it's a skeletal structure.
Okay, okay, all right. So, tell me something about the DAX queries.
Yeah, DAX query is such a data analysis expression. We can
Mm-hmm.
use sum, we can use average x, sum x, calculate function, which makes us to create new measures. When it comes, if we have, for example, if we have the sales and the boxes, if we want to find the profit, we can just multiply the sales and the boxes. By
Okay,
multiplying that, we will get the profit, which is the profit. We can use DAX in that way, sir.
okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, have you come across the term called bookmark
Yes, sir.
in Power BI?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
Bookmarks, bookmarks. For example, sir, based on my experience, I used bookmarks for showcasing narration.
Mm-hmm.
Because using the bookmarks, I have created buttons. Using that, simply I created. If I'm creating a bar chart, I can create independent narration uh, for that visual. For example, I'm creating a bar chart. Using the bookmark, I will select that. Using
Okay.
the hide option, I first select that visual. Using the hide option, I will create a bookmark using that selection. So if I, on the action tab for the button, if in the action tab, I will give that bookmark as if you are, it's for to show. If they click on that button, it will show. And in that, if I am, it's a text box. It's a text box. At the bottom of the text box, I'll import a button, which is an image. I will give that using the hide option. I will give the action as hide. I will hide on the visibility part and I will add that selection to a bookmark and I will name it as hide. If I give that it to the button as a hide action, the action it need to hide. If they click on, if the user click on that hide option, it will hide the narration. This is how I use bookmarks, sir.
Fine. So let's come to the count part. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me the basic and the most important difference between count versus count rows versus count A versus count blank versus count X,
Hmm.
count AX.
Okay, sir. When it comes to count rows, let me start with count rows, sir.
Sure.
It will count every rows which is present. When it comes to simply count, it will only take the distinct values, which is unique values from the count. For example, if we are using sum, even if it is a duplicate, it will calculate. But when we are using with count, it won't do that. And other part, count X, count rows. And other than that, what should I need to say, sir?
Count rows, count A, count blank.
Count blank. Yeah, if we can see the count blank option in the profiling part itself. It shows how many blank values do we have. It will helps us to count blank. Even more than that, we can write a measure for that using the if class. If it is a blank, we can use count function to count how many null values are there, how many blank values are there.
Correct.
This is how I use count functions, sir.
All right.
These are all the differences.
Okay. So are there any different ways of sharing reports to the end users? If you know something, you can please explain it to me.
Sure. Is it okay if I share an external website here?
Sorry?
If I share an external website, is it okay?
Yes, sure.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
First, I got a Novipro account. Novipro is a website
Hmm.
where I can post my Power BI dashboards. Using iframe, it's a live dashboard. If we are working with Power BI, we can post it out there.
Yes,
So it's
I saw your profile. Right? Yes,
yes,
correct.
because using that the clients or the even the you as you can easily understand how my dashboard works.
Right.
I found that way, sir. And more than that, in the fabric option, there is a Microsoft Fabric. I can publish my dashboard in the Microsoft Fabric. In that, there is an option called embed report. In the ribbon, we can find embed report. In that, if I click on that, it will show embed report option there. If I click on it, it will show two links, iframe link and as well as the Gmail link. If I click on copy that link, if I share, anyone can click on that link, can view that dashboard. But it's not possible to make some changes using that link, but it's easy. You can understand what the dashboard coming to explain to you.
Okay, all right. So I mean, you have worked on multiple projects, correct? So what are the types of chart you have used till date?
Till date, uh, first let me start with the internal visuals which I use, which is default visual, sir. Bar chart. Most preference is bar chart because it gives me clarity when I'm, for example, if I'm getting a sales data, I can easily showcase the monthly sales using the bar chart, and I can show the days, weekly reports, how many sales are per day, how many sales per day using the bar chart. And more than that, I use donut charts, which is easy for everyone because of its distinguished color options. We can easily understand that what the chart coming to explain to us, coming to say. And talking about the external visuals, histogram is not present in Power BI. I do use histograms, because it makes our dashboard appealing. More than appealing, it's easy for everyone to understand. And the other thing, box plot. When it comes to box plot, I do use box plot a lot because using that, I can understand everything by quartiles, and
Correct.
I can use some statistics options
All
using
right.
the statistic models. Yeah, it's a statistical model.
All right. So, Vishnu, just tell me, what is data profiling in Power Query?
So yes, while as we can see, we need to reach the Power Query editor. We need to transform. We can find on the ribbon transform data. If we click on it, it will direct us to the Power Query editor. In that, we can in the column in the top ribbon we can find the column profile. If we click on the checkbox, it will shows if you are selected on some table, on the upside, on the down to your header of the column, you can see how many null values, unique values, distinct values, missing values, and you can see the in the visual format, as you can see the clustered bar chart there, which will show below your data, below your data set.
Okay.
This is what about data
Okay.
profiling in Power
Okay.
Query Editor.
Super. Let me know the difference between a report and a dashboard.
So report and
The
a
most
dashboard.
vital difference. Okay.
Oh, vital difference.
Yeah.
Vital difference. So when it comes to dashboard, it contains the visualizations, but the combination of visuals plus the text information is report.
Super. Okay. So, how do you insert a line or an image in Power BI?
Line or an image. If I want to insert a line, there is an option called shapes. There is a totally, it has more than nine shapes. I can use that, where we can find on the top ribbon. If I click on insert, where I can find on next, on the next to the shape option, there is an option called there is a tab called image. If I click on it, I can upload external images, which is present in my device.
Well. So, the last question from my end. Okay. Can you differentiate between today and nowadays?
Today and
Nowadays.
now,
Yeah.
today and nowadays. Today, sorry, sir, I can't recall it.
Okay.
Today
Okay.
and
No
nowadays.
worries. No worries. No worries. All right.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. Vishnu, as I can see that you have done on multiple projects, Power BI and multiple projects. Okay.
Yes,
So, which is your latest project and what it is all up to? If you can share something.
yes, sir. My latest project is about awesome chocolates dashboard. I built my I built 10 questions, sir, from that,
Okay.
because I'm going to submit the dashboard for the competition, Power BI dashboard competition. So my need to first I started with
So,
how
what is the
many
objective of that project?
objective of the project is that, sir, the sales manager need to know about the quarter sales, the quarter profit, and in which category do the profit comes from, on which month specifically, what's the reason. If when it comes to chocolates, it will sell more when it on between the age categories. It will from 8 to 12, from 12 to 18 we can see maximum sales from that age.
So,
So I
is
need
the
to
age only a segmentation or any other segmentation?
not only the age, sir, more than age. I will let me explain.
Yes.
Age is the first factor, which I
Okay.
more than the quarters. On the for quarters, I need to show, and
Right.
based on the weekdays, whether the sales are more in weekends or in the weekdays, I need to show that. And the based on the category, what are the flavors, or the most of the people prefer chocolate flavor or some other flavors, I need to show. And there are some salespersons, sir. I got information of salesperson. What about their performance? Their quarter performance, their month-wise performance, and their yearly performance. The data set contains data for 2 years. I need to analyze the present year and the previous year. I need to analyze and give them the valuable insight for these questions. This is my objective of this dashboard, Awesome Chocolate Dashboard.
All right. Superb. So, let's say that I'm a non-technical stakeholder. Okay. I'm from a
Okay.
non-technical background and I don't understand your IT part. Okay. So, how are you going to explain me that?
You are from, yes, sir. Let me first, I will explain you everything in a slide, like
Okay.
what my project is about and what are all the insights I got in a basic way, in a simple English. If you are a stakeholder, I will say, welcome, sir. This is all the insights where you can find. After that, I will go to the dashboard where it comes the calculation and the visuals. First, I will explain them where the sales are down. and
Mhm.
who works on that category, which salesperson works on that category,
Mhm.
and in which age category does the sales drop, and is that because of the flavor, is that because of the flavors of the chocolate, or what's the any other reason. And first, there is a code option where we can get the total sales and average sales. I'll show them this is the total sale in this particular fiscal year, and the most contributors I will come with, these are all the persons contributed on more profit. I'll show the sales persons. For
Mhm.
that, I used a new slicer option where if I upload a image URL, you can see the image of the stakeholder, image of the salesperson. I'll
Oh.
show them and their performance. And I will explain based on we need to work on these flavors and
Mhm.
as well on these seasons. These are all these seasons, especially on the if the sales are down in the second quarter. I will explain them. We need to work on this quarter, and these are all the salesperson. We need to boost their productivity. They need to do something regarding this. And at last, there will be a narration, sir. As I said,
Mhm.
I will include more narrations for every visuals, and the narration it will be in the simple English. It will be in the English format so that every non-technical, if a person from non-technical background can understand by reading that. These
Correct.
are all, I will only include the important narration, not the unnecessary thing, which is none of the dashboard. I will include only which will make impact in the business.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is how I will explain to the person who's from non-technical background.
All right. Superb. Superb. So Vishnu, actually, unfortunately, so we are not, entertaining Power BI, okay, as our tool, visualization tool. We have to work on Tableau. So how
Okay.
proficient are you in using Tableau?
Yes, sir. In Tableau, yes, I'm proficient in Tableau, sir. Right now, I'm working in Power BI. But
So my
if it
company
is
requirement is you should learn this Tableau,
sure,
part,
sir.
and you have to
Because I have more than basic knowledge in Tableau, sir, so that I can
So
improve
how soon
myself.
you can grasp?
Sir, I don't need time. If I keep on working on it, I'll learn, sir. Not, I don't even need. I have some more than a basic knowledge. I have more than a basic knowledge, so that I can grasp, sir.
So
Within
which
15
one
days,
do you feel that it's more efficient, Power BI or the Tableau one?
sir.
Easy to use.
Easy to use. On my personal perspective, I do prefer Power BI, sir. But when it comes to design, I could able to create some appealing design in Tableau, sir, comparing to Power BI.
Okay,
Yeah.
done.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, with that, let's come to an end.
Sure.
Thank you, Vishnu, for joining, and I'll surely let you know with your feedback. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, all right. So
Thank you, sir.
yeah.